let's get to opening this box. This is from our friends from Banks Power. Look at this damn thing. Holy smokes. Also comes with a new injection line. Oh, and the appropriate hardware. Let's go somewhat loosely install this on the truck, and I'll let you know why I kind of went with this one over others. Alrighty, there she is. We got one bolt in it just mocked up on the engine. That way you can kind of see before it gets sent off the powder coat what it looks like, how massive it is, and why we really chose this intake manifold over others. So just by looking at it, you can see how crazy big this thing is. This thing is huge. So what they do, and what's kind of cool about this kit as opposed to others, is your factory #1 injector line kind of comes right across the path here from the factory. The factory intake manifold is super restrictive. Other companies that have built intake manifolds over the years have just designed around that fuel injector line. Now, what the Banks company did, and they did an awesome job, is, you know, they came up with another fuel line that kind of allows them to keep this opening pretty much wide open, as opposed to design around a factory item that wasn't designed with performance in mind. So this fuel injector line, kind of just like the Fleece guys, you know, up to OE quality specs, and that allows them to really redesign how they want it to. So Mr. Banks himself has done quite the testing process on this manifold versus others, and just has come up with that this thing outflows anything on the market. So pretty cool video. I'm going to leave that down below for you guys. If you guys want a cool video to watch after this one, go check out that one and see why they came up with the design on this one and why it kind of outflows others. Pretty cool, pretty awesome. I'm pretty pumped to run this thing. It should work out very, very well, especially with the 3.5-inch outlet. All the rest of my intercooler piping is already 3.5. The intake outlets on my, the outlets on my intercooler are already 3.5. So it should be a pretty seamless 3.5-inch system, and it looks good. Some other cool features, you know, they have the meth spray bars that kind of shoot inward as opposed to straight down. They got all the sensor bungs and everything, all the kind of partying you want to do on the backside here for boost or nitrous, whatever you kind of want. So cool. They relocate your intake sensor over here. So overall, just a really well designed piece. It's going to look great with some powder coat on it. And that's that. So all right, so here's just another look on the inside of this thing, how massive it is. Another cool feature that I do like about this one as well is a lot of times what'll happen is you won't be able to get every bolt in this thing. A lot of other companies get rid of this middle bolt on the backside. Now what Banks has done is they've given you this hole that kind of lines up with the one down there, so you can actually sneak your bolt down in through the intake manifold, get that bolt in there, and then plug this top port off. Now that's kind of important when you're running pretty high boost. If you have a 6-bolt flange and you're missing one down here, gives the gasket and the seal a pretty good opportunity to slip out from underneath there. So a lot of guys will put little centering pins. They'll leave a nub kind of hanging down, which will at least center it and get it kind of squished down, but still the clamping force is not there. So it's nice that this one has all 6 bolts, just in case you want to, you know, get a little crazy. But another great product. I'm pretty pumped to put this on the truck, I'm not gonna lie.